Welcome back. You're still tuned into Trading Hour. Amisha, Vora, Chairperson and MD from PL Capital is joining in now to discuss some market fundamentals. Amisha, good morning. Thank you so much for joining in. Well, I have to start by asking you about the IT pack. This the buzzword AI, which is leading to that sharp fall in stocks. We did see a recovery yesterday, but that was sold into today. So many conversations, so many partnerships happening at the AI summit. What do you make of that? Is this something which could be a threat to a future threat to Indian IT, or you think valuations are reasonable now for that pack?
I think that, this also offers an opportunity because across the world, organizations will have to adopt to IT. And in that, our IT services company, those who can really reskill their workforces to be useful for these organizational transformations using AI. Because see, now the corporations will have to use AI, agentic bots across all their functions. It will not be restricted IT as one function, be it their sales, marketing, be it their operations, be it their logistics, be it their supply chain, be it their reduction in inventory. I think the opportunities for using AI and making AI usable and agentic for different industries, different corporations itself is a big opportunity. So I feel that there will be winners and losers who really make their workforces more capable of offering solutions. And in turn, the requirement of number of people by the IT companies will reduce because the coding, which will involve much lesser human effort, but other things will. So I feel, there will be winners, but at this valuation, coming back from portfolio perspective, particularly, I would feel that these companies are valued very fairly and there is no crackdown, which I see, frankly, both because of the fact that March 26, they posted about 4% growth on an average. That is what Street is expecting. And based on their total value of contracts, March 27 Street, including my analyst, is at 6 to 7% plus growth and bottom line growth to be double digit. So with this valuation, I think that it will find support till it emerges how the growth over next 3 to 5 years is really panning out.
Right. Growth is middling. Actually, the street is worried about multiples derating, and that's for not only the IT sector, it's also for the FMCG sector, because for the last many quarters, growth has evaded them. And the street then believes that if there is no growth, then what's the point of 50, 60, 70 sort of multiple? And that's exactly the thing that's perhaps playing out in both these counters, and maybe the street is not looking at them as defensives anymore. Would you concur with that, Amisha?
So first I will talk about IT. See, IT is suffering because of the fact that within the technology, globally, the growth is in the vicinity of quarterly 30 to 50%. When we come to services model, which India currently has of some of the large IT companies, we are annually at 4, 5, 10%. So there is a huge disparity and dislike. But when we see the way things and models will evolve, I think the markets, particularly Indian markets and analysts, are not figuring that there is a huge possibility of margin uptick, because if a lot of work is getting done coding by putting the bots or agents, I'm sure it will be margin accretive over a period of time for Indian IT. And beyond that, the current contracts which have come, which will be implemented, say, for example, in 27, there is no rate change which has happened till now. And we have rupee also going a bit in our favor. So I think somewhere market might get a little surprise, both in terms of top line and bottom line growth. Coming back to your valuation theory, I think, yes, we need that visibility emerging that with AI, how partnering AI for developing enterprise specific models and also industry specific models is a big work, translating into orders, translating into workforce reskilling. Once markets start seeing this, I think that they will start believing in the long term and start giving valuation again. So that is going to take a little time.
Okay, Amisha, last question before we let you go. Which are the sectors which you are very bullish on now, considering the fall that we saw in markets? They're reasonably valued, other than IT and FMCG pack that we've been talking about.
I'm extremely bullish on power. Power showing itself by way of both the power generators, power savers or battery storage, power transformers, whatever, wire cables, transmission, the whole chain of power, renewable, but also largely the fossil fuel power also, I think is going to be a big beneficiary of the entire AI move which is happening. And they are available at a very reasonable valuation. If you take a stock like NTPC, I think it's available at a very, very reasonable valuation with good growth, good cash, good dividend. And of course, you can further percolate down in the sector, as I mentioned. So I think apart from the fact that we are bullish on defense, we are bullish on financials, we are the news and metals, now we are very bullish on power.
All right, bullish on power along with metals. NTPC is a stock that you like. Amisha, thank you so much for joining in and giving us your views on IT, the valuations, what the street is making of them, but at the same time, some investable ideas as well. But since you spoke about AI, the disruption is the buzzword for the IT sector. We'll tell you how it's playing out for the sector after this short break. Keep it with CNBC-TV18.